are in Socceroos camp with Alessandro Circati. Ale, welcome.
Thank you very much.
What does it feel like? You're a Serie A player.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously hasn't quite settled in yet, but so far all the feelings are good. Obviously looking forward for the season ahead.
Was it always your dream to play, not just in the Serie A, but for Parma, because a club that your dad played for?
Yeah, obviously people like myself, and I'm sure lots of other kids, have bigger aspirations, and they dream to play for the biggest clubs in Europe. They dream to play in Europe. So that's what I did. I just sort of had to follow my dreams and had to sacrifice, and everything slowly turned out the way I wanted it.
So you're a young boy playing in Perth for Perth Soccer Club?
No, I was at Perth Glory at the time.
You're at Perth Glory?
I was at Glory, then
Yeah.
I've moved to England to trial at Leicester. Then everything's gone well there, but because of Brexit, I couldn't stay there, so I've had to come back to Perth. But during the COVID time, no flights were available, so I've had to stop by family in like an hour and a half, an hour from Parma. I had to stop by family there, and when I was there, obviously I wasn't moving for a month and a half, 2 months, so Dad's organised just for me to do some training and to keep myself fit.
And that was because you couldn't get back to Australia?
Exactly, because I was supposed to fly back like the start of January, then my flight got cancelled because at the time they were letting in only a certain amount of people into Perth. So my flight got pushed back like an extra 2 months. So during those 2 months, I was at home doing nothing. So then we just thought, why not just go down, kick a ball, have some training, and enjoy my time there when it was about to end soon. And obviously, unexpectedly, after about a week of training, they sort of just said, "Look, we like you as a player. Would you like to stay here?"
So at the time they're playing in the Serie B. You're training with the senior team there. How did you find that step up, going from Perth Glory and trialling at Leicester and then into Italian football? Obviously, you found it pretty cruisy because after a week they signed you.
Yeah. So initially, I was training with the youth team.
Yeah.
So the under-19s there. And after being there I spent, I think, 6 months with them. And then I played, I think, 5 league games. And then the first team have had a couple injuries with in my position. I've gone up, I've trained with them for full time at that point. Obviously, at the time, I was just sort of training there, hadn't played yet. And then all of a sudden, one of the guys, they've had another injury. Then I've sort of had my opportunity to play, and I started that game, and that game we won 4-0, so yeah.
So when you look ahead to this season, another step up for you in the Serie A, you'll be playing against some of the biggest clubs in the world, Juve, Milan, Inter. Does that excite you?
Yeah, it does. Obviously, I think it excites everyone. To be able to play against those teams, to be able to show what you can do against those teams, because that's everybody's dreams, and obviously, that's still one of my dreams because I still haven't accomplished it, so yeah.
When you were growing up as a kid, who did you support? Because as a boy with Italian parents, you would have had a Serie A club. Who were they?
My father's side supports Milan, and my mother's side supports Juve. So the family split. It brings us together, but yeah, no, it's a split family. There's always discussions.
And who were you as a 10-year-old playing at Perth Soccer Club? Who were you following?
As a 10-year-old playing at Perth Soccer Club, I followed my dad, so I was an AC Milan supporter.
And who was your hero as an AC Milan fan?
Paolo Maldini.
Yeah.
For me, he's the best defensive player ever. So yeah.
When the fixture comes out, the first two you'll look at will be Parma, Milan, Parma, Juve. You'll be marking those ones down in the diary.
I'm sure my grandparents are going to be asking me if they can come watch those games. So I'm fully aware of that. Yeah.
Big ticket item, that one. We look forward to seeing you on the big stage, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.